Hello, my beautiful friends. How are you today? For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Christina Har. I am an energy intuitive and channel. I created this platform as a way to share energy healing with you, insights from spirit and the angels, and whatever's going on in my world, in my heart, because I too am having a very human experience. So I just wanted a space where we could connect for whatever's going on in your life. However, if this speaks to you or not, or if you know someone else where you're like, I don't really care about energy or channeling angels, thinking outside of the box, but I know someone else who does, please pass this along, because I'm really just trying to get like a connection going with other people who are just trying to take the next step each and every day, no matter what challenges we are facing, because we're all in this together. So there's no energy healing today, but you might have seen my other videos. I started this project of paint by numbers. Here. This is my dog, Tracy. This is my progress so far, if you saw my other videos. So I'm really doing this to bring some joy into my own human experience and to help me slow down and just sit and sink into my heart. Because meditation can look like different things, right? You don't have to literally just sit in silence or sit with music to connect back into yourself. There's so many other outlets. And this has been a great outlet for me. And I've been getting all these really good epiphanies from the angels and just different perspectives, right? And I guess that's what an epiphany is. If you look up the definition, I don't even know, but just the aha, or that makes sense, or I get it. And it's been really exciting. Started taking some notes. So if you see me look down, that's why, because I was like, this is good. I don't want to forget it. But what was coming through today is about the challenges we face in everyday life, right? It's even if we think we're on the right path, we're making good choices, we're ending old patterns, we're taking a step to get better, and then new things happen and you're well, what the fluff? Where did this come from? I thought or a memory surfaces that you're I thought I talked about this enough in therapy that it's not a non-issue, and whoops, there it is, right? Does that happen to anyone? Just me? All right, well, anyway. So I was thinking, when we're faced with challenges, what that really is it represents choice, right? We're experiencing this challenge, and then it's well, okay, how are we going to proceed with this? In the past, it's would you say I need a glass of wine, or I need to pop a Xanax, or I need a cigarette? And I know these are not good examples, but I mean, it's common, right? That's, if you're an adult, those are quick things. If you're stressed out, you're I need something. But it gives you a new choice, and it's so exciting because it's a fresh start. So, and I'm just saying this as an observer looking from the outside, because even me, my regular day job that I do can be really stressful, and I no longer am looking for a quick fix of how can I fix this. It's just all right, what does my body need for me in this moment to feel safe? And that's the thing, right? And this is just me sharing my human experience. Since working with somatics, I've gone into more of the holistic healing and the different approaches to work with my body and my nervous system, learning how to regulate myself. So, at work, if something stressful comes up, or if an old memory comes up, because yes, I still am very much working with CPTSD, it's all right, it's here. Now I have a different choice of how I want to handle it and how I want to feel into it. And I want to remind you, your emotions are energy in motion, and it's so important to honor that and to let it out, but to just also don't, at the same time, don't let it consume you. Don't let yourself like wallow in like your tears or your self-pity or your anger or resentment. But at the same time, like the moment that surfaces, don't chase it. Don't away. Don't think you need a quick fix to get that, out of your body, because it's not true. Our body is an alarm system, and it's telling you, I'm in pain, I'm scared, I need attention. That's what it is. So if we could look at these triggers as kind of like our body's alarm signal to say like something's going on, mayday, I need help. Let's like, great. All right, let's make a different choice now of like how we're going to handle this, and kind of just more hold it with like love and compassion. And I think that's important, because even like me, like I'm just going to like put myself out there and be completely transparent. I still am very much working through like judgment of myself, because I'm like, I have all these tools in my tool belt, right, of how to help me feel better. And it's like, you've been in therapy long enough where you're like, why would this memory still take residency in my body or my memory bank? Like, I thought this had no power. So it sometimes, like, if it comes up, it catches me off guard, and I'm like, well, what the heck? But it's like, when I think about like the angels and their perspective and how they just look at all of these situations with like rose-colored glasses of like just so much love and compassion. And it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna look at myself with that. I am really gonna so I'm sorry, and I'm like rambling because I get excited like with my thoughts, and I'll just keep talking fast. But it's like, I just take a time out and I take a deep calming breath, and I'm like, all right, so what is all of this trying to tell me? I was like, what needs my attention in this moment? And really just like hold myself with like some grace and say, it's okay. And you know what? If I need, even though I have like all these tools in my tool belt and I can channel the angels and I know like how to regulate my nervous system, sometimes I just need a human. Sometimes I just need to like call a friend, right? And that's why I love this YouTube video, because I'm hoping like somebody out there is like thinking, you know what I mean? Like they're doing well, but it's like sometimes they just don't have the capacity to like phone a friend, but they need to hear a friend. They need to hear someone else who's like going through something. So it's just a reminder that they're not alone. We're all in this together. And to give you a reminder, if you're having a hard time and you're throwing judgment at yourself, or you're struggling with the compassion, just to know you got this. I promise. Like, first and foremost, with somatics and with life, rule number 1 is just breathe. Let that sit with you for a second. Just breathe. And I know like when you're in emotional pain or even physical pain, sometimes you're like, I can't, I hurt so bad. Especially like if your heart's like, it feels like it's being like torn apart. Just remember, close your eyes. Ready? Let's do it together. Close our eyes, taking a deep breath in through your nose, holding it, and then exhaling it through your mouth. You breathe in completely, you hold it a couple seconds, and then you breathe out of your mouth fully for just a little bit longer. Okay? If nothing else I said today resonates, remember, first and foremost, the rule is no matter what you're going through, just breathe. Close your eyes. Hold your heart. Hand on your heart. Know you're going to be okay. All right. Love you guys. Stay tuned. I can't wait to show you my progress.